Hi there, Manon Crespi here. Thank you so much for joining me on Rare and Beautiful. I call my video series Rare and Beautiful because I am so inspired and encouraged when I meet rare and beautiful people. So Neha Dani is one such designer. I'll show you a piece that actually she let me put on my wall. It's right there over my shoulder. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you imagine how excited I was when I got to see that piece in person for the very first time? Well, I was excited. And I met Neha Dani, the creator and designer of that exquisite piece, this last summer at the Couture Show. I can't wait for you to meet this rare and beautiful woman and see her rare and beautiful jewelry. Check it out.
I've been to a lot of museums as a kid, so I really appreciate like very creative, very detailedly done pieces, and that's what inspires me to do more and more detailed work. Like you would see in this piece, Amarante, which is an all-time special. It has 68, uniquely carved petals, and no two petals are alike, and it's all set with. It has over 12,000 natural fancy diamonds set. These are also with all their contours, and they have old mine cuts in the center.
So where did you come up with your very unique design aesthetic? I wonder sometimes if you were a painter, what would your paintings look like this?
I think I'm more of a sculpturist than of a painter. I'm more of a 3D person. I like anything that is three-dimensional. And just nature has so much detail. So I have an eye to like really observe the detailness in nature. And then I still don't want to replicate nature exactly the way it is. It is my interpretation of something.
Right.
Like something like this is not exactly how we would probably see something, identical, right. But it's your interpretation. And this special piece was a lot of fun because I kind of drew out that the pattern of the moonstone has to be cut in.
So you had the moonstone cut specifically to fit the design.
Right. And we specifically chose moonstone because it has a blue sheen that you see in an iceberg. This was kind of inspired from a childhood memory of my travel to Alaska. You can visualize the piece in a complete form in your mind, and then you draw a little bit, and then because they're so three-dimensional, sometimes I create wax models or clay models to begin with to what it is. And even this piece, it's so three-dimensional. You see it from every side, every angle. It looks like a different piece.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Wow.
And I believe the jewelry is seen in a 360-degree way when it's worn. So every side of the piece needs to be jeweled. And then once the wax is completely at a point where it's finished, it's really at its best. So then it goes into fabrication. For us to reach like the underside here, so when it's actually in process of manufacturing, they would be done in different parts, and then they would be put together.
Tell me about this piece.
This is a very special piece, again, for this year. It's called Olivia. It's inspired from olive tree and branches. It has olive green diamond beads in it, and the whole free flow form of the branches, I think, makes it so static. It can also be worn as a brooch, and it can also be worn on the neck.
How long did it take you to make this piece?
And so it's really a work of like a couple of months.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's exquisite.
Yeah.
Well, come on in here so we can just say thank you for watching and thank you so much for sharing.
And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk about my pieces.